first, congratulations on taking the title to the final game of the season. It's going to be huge. Now, we've been Hearts this season comfortably a couple of times. They've also given us some tough games. Is it fair to say that that is important because it gives us confidence without us being complacent?
Yeah, of course. We know that the worst performance against Hearts was probably the first 45 minutes in the quarterfinals of the Cup, but then we were outstanding in the second half. And we end up beating them 5-1. Of course, they have rest a few players on Sunday, so they will be fresh, which, obviously, I know it's been some criticism, but I totally understand. If I was Eva, I would have done the same. It's been a crazy schedule. So we expect the best Hearts team possible. Obviously, we know Jenny Smith and Kate Root, and they got a few players that won't be available, but they are going to be very strong. But I see today training and yesterday training, I think we are training at our best, our very, very best. We are so glad that it's our first week of training for long, because we've been playing games plus one, plus two, minus one, minus two. It's been crazy, absolutely crazy. But we got a full week, and I think the training has been, I think the girls are so switched on, they got so much quality, and we are so excited about the game. Of course, we need to be at our best, but I think that's what I mean. I see them focus, and in front of our Celtic family, I think, I think we can have a very, very good game.
The club's come close a couple of times to winning this title, but this would be the first one. Does that act as an extra incentive, and how do you keep everyone focused on one game at a time rather than Caitlin didn't think there was Caitlin didn't like my question about pressure, but I'll ask you the same one. How do you keep them focused on one game at a time rather than thinking about all the implications?
Yeah, because it's the only thing we can control. It's very easy, so we cannot control anything apart from... We really don't focus in the next game, in one game at a time. We focus in one training session at a time, and that's very, very important message for the girls. So the way we train is actually the way we play. So, players that at training, they are not getting the information, or they are not doing exactly what we want them to do, then that's why sometimes you see surprising lineups, because somebody did this specific role within the game plan to excellent, and that's why they play. And so far this year, I think we've been very, very good. I would be absolutely delighted if we manage to achieve our dream, mainly because of how hard they work and how much we pushed them, and they responded well. We love pressure. We embrace it. We know pressure sometimes you don't succeed straight away, but make you stronger because you can learn from it. And this team under pressure almost always has been successful. Sometimes it's been overwhelming, like the first half at Celtic Park against Glasgow City. Probably we make mistakes on the ball that we normally don't make, so I could see some of nervy players there. But then, obviously, in the second half, we saw a super performance that the top of the league couldn't handle. So I think we just need to start from like that in the next game, but first we got 2 training sessions where I expect the best from them. So yeah, one session at a time, one game at a time, and whatever happens in other pitches is actually irrelevant. It might mean a lot after we finish our game, but it's not because we know the score in the other game we are gonna try to play better or try to score more goals. As soon as we score one goal, we will try to score the next one. We always have done that regardless of the opponent, even against Glasgow City, the last game at Celtic Park.
Fran, you don't really come across the type of person that gets too nervous. I guess my question is kind of similar to James there, but it's also a huge game this weekend. Big film coming, big game next week as well. Do you sort of feel that weight expectation on you?
I mean, I would like to agree that I don't get nervous, but if you feel what I feel, I do get nervous. It means the world to me. I'm a very, very passionate man. I absolutely love my players. I love the club I represent, and it means the world. Literally mean the world to me. So obviously, when it's so much in stake, you get nervous. It's almost inevitable. What I think I am quite good at is in the match day or even in training sessions is just focus on our strengths. Normally in games where it's a lot of in stake, the exercise or the drills are exercises that are going to help us in the game, but the girls are very good at. Obviously, we are going to play out from the back. We are going to press aggressive. We always do that. and you need to be brave to do that. If you are shaky, then they break you down or you make mistakes playing out. So it's important that the girls are confident, and then when you see them do these things well, then you get the confidence from them. So we kind of feed each other. But yeah, I agree with you. It's so much at stake. It's a possibility of achieve a dream. That's a dream. If we manage to do that in front of our crowd, another country record crowd, celebrating something here at Paradise. I mean, if you dream something, it would be that. You and me at the beginning of the season would be best scenario possible. That would be that. It's like in a movie. Just obviously we don't know how it's gonna end. We don't know the end yet. But what we can control is try to play a very good game. Try to make proud a big crowd that is gonna come here and is gonna get behind us. And then at the end of the game, hopefully something else to celebrate apart from the 3 points and Champions League. Because if we win, we are mathematically in the Champions League, and that itself is a massive achievement.
I've got to ask you, you said a few weeks ago you had one superstition, and that's your white jacket. With that in mind, will that make an appearance on you?
Yeah. I mean, despite what my mom advises, it have to. It's the lucky jacket. I have to wear it just in case. I know superstitions are, but just in case.
Fran, you've taken us from K Park over to Airdrie and then into the Champions League. You've taken us to 2 cup finals. You've won them both. You took us to Celtic Park and you got a record-breaking crowd, but a record that's not going to last very long. And you're now in the verge of not only qualifying for the Champions League, but a very good chance of winning the league. And then you're taking us back to Hampden for the Scottish Cup final. Where did it all go wrong at Celtic for you?
Well, I mean, this what you describe is an incredible, spectacular journey. What we have enjoyed, the only thing I disagree with you is I didn't take you guys anywhere. Those girls in green took you. That's the ones that put the performances that we are all proud of. So, I mean, we have a lot of changes over the years, but they got all the players that we have in the last 3 years something in common, and is the incredible passion, incredible enthusiasm and love for the shirt and for the fans. And what a journey would be for those girls if they could celebrate together with the fans at Celtic Park. That would be, as I say before, a dream come true, and I would be the happiest man in the world if I see that, if I see the players celebrating with the fans after that. But it's not in our hands, but definitely we will give it a go.
More perspective on it, Fran. Just before Christmas, we lost Lucy and Clifford with a bad knee injury. And then recently we've lost Natalie Ross and Hannah Kerner. We also lost Clarissa before Christmas, or at Christmas, who was the top scorer in the league. She went to Sweden because of her international situation. Add all that together, and it's pretty incredible that we're in the position that we're in going into Sunday.
It is. I 100% agree with that. That's why I'm so proud of those girls. You have to add Lisa Robertson as well to that group, another important player for us who unfortunately won't be there on Sunday. So yeah, the list of players that are not available is big, and the importance of the players are very big. But the good thing is the players that we do have, they're still the same quality, the same passion, the same enthusiasm, and I'm so proud that they took the league to the last day, and we could potentially celebrate something in front of our fans. And then, of course, I'm so thankful at the football club to make the last game of the season, to make it possible here at Celtic Park for a second time in a row. I have nothing but pride and love. And the only thing is, I really, really hope we put a top performance, and then at the end of the game, if we can celebrate something else, then it would be incredible.
What about Liv Chance? Has she got a chance of making it? She was saying that she might not be back until the cup final.
I don't. So today she was doing some bits of training in the warm up. She's definitely out for Sunday. For the cup final, yes or no, I don't know, because the medical team still need to assess a few things. So I don't know. It's a question mark, I would say. But definitely not for Sunday.
Hi Fran, just how much of a boost will it be to have the game at Celtic Park this weekend?
It's been fantastic. It was obviously when I got the call asking me from somebody, a senior member of the board, and asking me if I would be happy to have the game at Celtic Park, I mean, I couldn't believe these words. I say, please do it. And then, obviously, that happened later within hours, and then we were waiting for some more okays until we could announce it. But I was absolutely delighted. And I think it's a big responsibility because, we want to make everyone here proud, especially if it's another country record. We want them to have the most special day, and that's why we will try our very best. We want them to feel identified on the girls, and as I say, hopefully at the end we all celebrate together. That would be, it's a dream come true for me, and it's a dream come true for the rest of the team.
And how much do you think your team has improved this season?
Yeah, I think we improve a lot. I think that's the best Celtic team yet that ever been, and I'm very proud again of the work of all the staff. The guys that work with me, top professionals in their fields. How strong we've been in set plays with the work of David Haley. How strong we are with the tactical analysis of the opponent with Michael. I mean, they've been superb. Then of course our fitness. Sport and science team, the biomechanical work they are doing, how the players move. So I think overall it shows that we've been working for a period. You can see players like Eileen Hayes in GR1, the way she moved, how fast she was, and how she moved now, and how fast she is now. Is one of the fastest centre back in the league. It's incredible, really. It's incredible. So the attention to detail and the quality and the high performance environment that the football club has set up here at the women team is fantastic, and I think that show that even so far, hopefully that stopped now. Today was a big day with the announcement of Kaylin Renew, but losing some of our best players every year, always our goal top scorer since I'm here has gone, and even that we are still there fighting for titles, fighting for everything, and taking the league to the last day, and we are going to be in the Scottish Cup final. So yeah, the team is incredible. Despite our injuries, the team is still incredible. I have so much faith in them, and we will give our very best to try to make this another historic season.
You mentioned Lisa Robertson won't be available for Sunday. Is there anyone else that we might not expect who won't be available, or is that in terms of them?
Yeah, that's quite a few. It's quite a few, but this is the one that David mentioned. So obviously we won't have Hannah, Natalie Ross, Lisa Robertson, Olivia Chance, Lucy Worth-Clifford. So that's the players that won't be with us. The rest will be.
Is there any update on the nature of Hannah's injury at all? And also with her being part of that attacking threat down the wing, and the stakes are really high for this game in terms of getting the win and getting the goals, will you be looking to adjust anything in terms of that attacking threat? Yeah, so
Hannah is out for obviously for the rest of the season. I think she will be out well into the next season as well. It's an injury, so it will need time to recover. And of course, yeah, we have tried to do something to maximize our opportunities, because we know we want to put a good performance, and we want to have a good game, and if we can, we want to score as many goals as we can, although we have to start by one and against a very good team. But yeah, we have come out with a game plan that we think maximize the players that we got fit and their main attributes. So that's what we will do. Obviously, as you can understand, I won't disclose just in case Eva is listening. But yeah, yes, I have faith in the team today. They were at training. They were absolutely outstanding, and I'm very confident that we are gonna be able to play a good game.
Do you think it helps whatever team that goes out on Sunday, that we already had that game very recently at Celtic Park, we had quite a nervy start to that game on Thursday? Do you think that some of those nerves might have settled because we did it just last week? Yeah,
I think that's 100% true. I think even myself, which obviously with the experience I have in football and so many stadiums I've been, even for me was very impressive when I first came out at Celtic Park and I saw the whole stadium, everyone there, that almost 10,000 people singing. It was quite overwhelming, and I think for the players, obviously, that they are there playing and they have to make the decisions, it was a little bit nervy start. Yeah, but I think that's out And I think the last thing we remember about Celtic Park is putting 45 minutes of super quality football where the top of the league couldn't cope with us, where we scored 3 goals and we could score another 2. It was fantastic display. That's what we get, and this time we will be so proud, but we won't be overwhelmed because we already have experienced that, and we know the danger as well of that. So definitely we are looking forward, and we think that's gonna be our 12th player, like it was that day. So we think if there is some moments of the game where things don't go well, we know the stadium will lift us up. They never turn on us, even when we were 1-0 down and not playing our best. They never turn on us. They were always supporting, and I think that was massive for us. And obviously it was used at halftime to produce this incredible second half performance. So yeah, I expect the first 45 minutes to be as good as the second against Glasgow City.
That second 45 minutes, maybe a couple of factors that played a part. First of all, shooting towards the Celtic end, do you think that made a difference, shooting towards the fans? But also, can you elaborate a bit more on what you did say to them in the dressing room at halftime? I know you've spoken a bit.
Yeah, without using the swearing words, but the overall message was, mention some of these little girls. They go to school tomorrow. They give up their evening to come here and see you, because when they are old, they want to be you. And that's how you play. That's how you fight. That's how you tackle. So basically like that, just to try to get a little bit more fight. And then another of the important bits was obviously we did with a change of formation, and I think that really helped us. We went to a 4-3-3. We kept 2 players wide, and obviously we were able to play through them. But if they try to be a little bit more aggressive, like in the third goal, we could exploit the spacing behind. So we knew we have the plan A and plan B depending what the opposition do. And I think it worked so well. But as well, it helped to shoot towards where more fans were located, of course. It does help. I think it helped us, and I think it intimidates a little bit more the opponent as well. So yeah, I think a combination of the 3 things produced this very, very good performance, a second half performance.
Is there a positive about this game on Sunday is that perhaps Celtic have the least amount of pressure on yourselves out of the 3 teams, or would you say it's evenly spread across the 3 clubs when you look at what's at stake? Yeah,
I think we all have the same amount of pressure. So all 3 winning, we are guaranteed Champions League, which is massive for all 3 clubs. Losing, we pretty much guaranteed not being in the Champions League. It could be depending on the other results. So the pressure is exactly the same. The only thing is why I wouldn't swap with the other 2 opponents is I wouldn't like to be playing Glasgow City and I wouldn't like to be playing Rangers. Of course, I rather would be playing another team but Hearts because they are the 4th in the table. But from the other, from those 3 possibilities, I rather play Hearts without obviously any disrespect, because I think they are a superb team. But I think in the last game playing against another of the top sides is a lot of pressure and a lot of nervousness. Could be we have a lot of pressure, but I think the team won't be nervous because we really believe in our football, in our style, and obviously also it helped that the previous 4 games we won, and some of them comfortably. It would be a different game, don't get me wrong, but we believe that we are good enough to put a good performance, and if we put a good performance, we believe we can get the 3 points.
And you said earlier that it doesn't matter what's going on in the other game, it's full focus on what's happening at Celtic Park. Will you be telling your coaching staff and the players not to have a look at their phones to see what the score is elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be inevitable. I think, when it's going to be over 10,000 people in the crowd, I think it's probably going to be pretty obvious if something happened in the other game, but we will not focus on that. It won't change our game plan. Our game plan is already try to win the game, trying to score as many goals as possible. It's been the game plan for the whole season against any opponent, including Glasgow City in the last game. We were 3-1 up and we are still attacking. We wanted to score the next one. And that's a team that, we have struggled over the years against. So that's how ambitious we are, and it won't change how we are in the other game. We will win the next goal regardless of the result. So that's what we want. And then obviously at the end of the game, the first thing, as soon as the referee blow the whistle, the first thing I want to know is what's the other score. But yeah, during the game we focus on what we can control, and what we can control is put a great performance, make our fans proud. If we can score more than one goal, or have the score the most goals you can. As I said, this without disrespecting the opponents, because they are a very good side. So yeah, that's what we will focus on. But we cannot control anything else, so we cannot focus on anything else.